Hi, this is Eunice, and what I'm going to do today is take you through the process of what we do to get our capsules ready and packaged and all that. Right here, I have the grinding machine. I got me a little Hamilton, which is perfect for me and for what I do and how much I do and so forth. If I become doing a whole lot more, I get a bigger machine. But this is how it all starts out here, is with this machine here, the little Hamilton coffee grinder. And okay, once we grind the herbs up, we sometimes use this capsule machine. It holds 24 capsules. I don't really like to use it, so most of the time I actually don't. So these are some capsules that I did the other day, and you can see the date on here and what it is, Motherwort. And I'm going to give you a little bit of information about Motherwort too, because it is actually good for the heart. I date these so that I know when I actually put these in, and I label them so I actually know what they are. And this is a little bit of the Motherwort that I had left over from doing the camps. I just got to a point that I just wanted to stop. And I left this in just for this video so I can show you how quickly I can do this capsules, by hand, which is to me a little bit faster than the actual machine, because you still got to take your time, place the capsules into the machine, and then you got to put the herbs in, smooth it out, and then put the tops on and all that, and then mash them together. Here I do just the opposite. These are the vegetable glycerin capsule. I actually got these from Healthy Foods. I normally get my stuff from Mountain Road Herb, but this time I just happened to do it a different way, or with different people. They're pretty much the same capsule. I just, spend a little less and got a little more. So, and all that. And here is what I do. I break the capsules up. These are clear, so you probably might see them. And I got gloves on because these are actually going to go into somebody else's mouth and everything. So usually when you package and stuff, always have gloves on. And I don't have the nose mask that I usually have, but I only use that when I'm actually grinding, because once you grind up these herbs and so forth, and you take that top off, then you got all this powdery stuff coming up your nose and all that. So you do need a mask on when you're doing that. So right here is I'm going to do is just a couple capsules just to show you what I do and so forth. And don't get me wrong, sometimes these capsules don't want to go do the right thing and everything. Then you got to play with them for a few seconds. But still, to me, it still beats messing with that machine at times. So, bam. Okay, here we go. And right here. And see, it only takes me a few seconds to get this. And then you just put it to the side and then just move on to the next one and everything. So, it don't take me that long, and I don't have that much here. And I'm actually not going to do the whole thing on the video. I just want to show a couple and how fast it takes me to do these things. Here, okay, to the side. And plus, I also wanted to go ahead and use this stuff up and go ahead and get it out of the way. And go ahead and put it in the capsule. Now, with these capsules, you don't have to put them in the refrigerator. This is dried herbs, and they will last for a long time. So you don't have to put them in the refrigerator and so forth. You can keep them in the package and so forth, and they'll be good for a while. And I like doing this actually when clients order. We do have some that's already stocked, some already in a jar and all that and so forth. But I actually prefer doing these when the clients order them, because then you're actually getting fresh grind herb as well as fresh herb or natural herb. You're getting them freshly grind. So I do it like that. So hey, I'm already getting this moving on and everything. And while I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about the motherwort. As I said, motherwort is the herb that is good for the heart. A lot of people have slow heartbeats, irregular heartbeats, and some people even have fast heartbeats and things like that. But this is a good herb to kind of like balance it out and everything. But the thing of it is, if you have are under the doctor's care and you are taking other heart treatments and so forth, then you definitely have to contact or talk with your doctor about using this drug, this herb. So that's the thing there. But if this is something that you just notice and so forth and everything, I recommend before you start any herbs, you seek a healthcare provider or you seek a certified herbalist and everything, because sometimes it's not just the heart that you have to be talking about, it's other illness as well and everything. So it's not just always the heart. You may have other issues as well. So before you start any herbal regimen, always seek a healthcare professional or a certified herbalist. So that's my recommendation. But this is a good herb, and this is something that you can actually talk to your doctor about doing, is taking this herb along with maybe other treatments and so forth, to help you out. Because I do know sometimes you will drop them, and if you do let that go, don't use it and everything. Just keep on going with this and all that. So, but my thing of it is, I just want you to see how much love and how much care we put into these herbs and so forth, and how we take the time to package each one and everything and go. So when we do a finished product, you're going to have, that was fast, you're going to have actually this right here. This is 50 capsule. It is $6.95 for this and so forth, but this will last you a long time, and it's very inexpensive. So this is going to be the end results here. These are amber bottles who preserve vitamins and so forth very well, and then we got the sealant on top. And so once you get these herbs and so forth, they're gonna all be sealed on top and everything and all that. So that shows you that, hey, it's been done. There's no contamination in it and so forth. And just like any other product that you get from the store or buy, if its seal is broke, then you know not to use it. So that's one of the reasons too that we put the seal on top and everything. And actually, I'm talking, this is very relaxing and so forth doing this. So I don't mind it at all. And it's just showing clients and so forth, that I'm putting a little bit of love in here. I'm taking the time to do these capsules by hand and everything instead of using that machine. I might use the machine a little bit and everything. But I actually prefer just doing it by hand and just getting it done. It's faster, and I can take the time. Say for instance, like I said, we don't have like 10s and 20s and 30 and 40 bottles, of this sitting around. We make maybe a few bottles that we know that we're going to sell and everything. And then when clients contact us and order this stuff, we sit down and do a fresh, we grind up the herbs and so forth and sit down and do a fresh bottle. So you're not only just getting fresh or organic herbs, you're getting it freshly grind and everything right before shipping. So I think, there's nothing wrong with making several bottles and so forth and having them sit around and all that. But, it's just, no need. We do have a small herbal business here, our herbal department and so forth. And we don't have all the herbs that we want. The herb department is going to grow. It is still growing now. And before I go off add with this camera. I do want to mention that we do have essential oils now. We do have 6 essential oils already pre-bottled and everything, and all that. And I will eventually show you the processing stage of those essential oils, how we make them and process that and everything. But you know, it'll be sometime in the future when I show that. Okay. But again, Motherwort is a good herb for the heart. It is good for some other issues as well, but mainly it is good for the heart. And if you do have any kind of heart issues or something like that, or your children have heart issues or something like that, you want to consult your doctor before starting the herbal regimen of Motherwort and so forth, because usually if you have heart condition, you also are under a heart some kind of heart program or heart treatment from your physician and so forth. But talk to your physician, and you know, and to get him on board with the Motherwort, because it does work. My husband was using Motherwort and so forth. He has a higher heartbeat than normal and so forth, and has had it for years. But Motherwort seemed to, you know, brought it down some and everything, and he really doesn't have it now. And the reason I started putting this in capsule is because this is the worst tasting herb ever. Because you can actually make a tea out of this. You don't have to, you know, do a capsule and so forth. But I did some research to see if you could make this in a capsule, and it will work just as well, and it actually does. So those capsules that I just did, I got just a little bit left and so forth. So I'm going to take my gloves off and, you know, end this conversation. And again, this is Eunice, certified herbalist, and giving you the process of what we do and how we put together our end product for you with love. It takes time to do this, and I think about each client, you know, when I'm sitting here doing this and so far, because this is going to help somebody, and that's what it's all about, is helping somebody. So until next time, this is Eunice, and you know, this is our staging process, and Motherwort is it's a great herb for the heart mainly. And again, you do have other things, but usually when we recommend Motherwort, it is always for that, for the heart. All right, thank you.